Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Vaughan Grove Stadium for tonight's League One Ontario Women's Cup action, round 2, here on a Wednesday evening. It's a pleasure to have you join us. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, bringing you this play-by-play live on Spydio for Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live. It's the championship, which is the second division side in Whitby, taking on your Woodbridge Strikers, a Premier Division side. We've seen these last couple of years where there was a couple tail of the tapes. One was the Premier Division side handled the championship side, or it was the championship side upsetting the Premier Division side. What will it be tonight? So far, Woodbridge starting on time, and it's Naima Prentice-White shooting it over top of the goal. How did Whitby get here? They needed a victory over Masters FA on April 12th, the first game of the campaign for them. 3-0 victory in their championship league. So far, they have defeated Hamilton United 3-0. They tied Oakville, the relegated team, 1-1. And they beat Scrosapi, who finished second in the championship division last season, 2-0. So Whitby are unbeaten so far this campaign. Meanwhile, for your Woodbridge Strikers, they got a bye of the first round of the Cup. And they beat Vaughan in the Vaughan Derby, 2-0 to open the season. Then it hasn't come easy for Woodbridge. They lost a few players, and they got defeated against Guelph 4-2, being up 2-0. They lost to Waterloo, the newly promoted side, 2-1, and then they lost to Simcoe County Rovers 2-1. But it is Woodbridge tonight that is showing so far in the first 2 minutes that it could be a different match this evening. Whitby are going with Michaela Volpe between the sticks for Whitby FC. Number 1, Sarah McLeod. Number 5, Tori Chia, the captain. Number 6, Alexis Wilson. Number 7, Alicia Tamburo. Number 9, Alyssa Nickel. Number 10, Emma De Silva. Number 12, Tiana Wilson. Number 17, Elizabeth Maione. Number 20, Emily Cerrone. Number 23, and Bridget Baird. Number 24. Meanwhile, for your Woodbridge Strikers, goalkeeper number 1, Sabrina Spano. Number 2, Katarina Capiello. Number 4, Naima Prentice-White. Number 11, Kat Rogers. Number 13, Nicole Mayu. Number 14, Maya Chavnanovic. Number 15, Lydia Brado. Number 16, Haley Lewis. Number 17, Lindsay Appleton. Number 19, Megan McKee. And number 21, Ida Michelli, captaining the side again. Here's Naima Prentice-White laying it off. Shot comes in. And another save by Volpe, her second of the match so far. She has going to be active. It clearly seems to be tonight for this Whitby side. So far, it's all Woodbridge to start. Whitby are under pressure, and they have to be wary of this Woodbridge side, who are really craving a victory, and they don't care what fashion it comes. I know Gabe Cremonese, the newly appointed head coach, is really putting a lot of emphasis on the Cup. And he wants this team to go far in the Cup and even win the Cup. So can Woodbridge do so is the question. Ida Michelli, can she create magic tonight? Michelli has her man in Chinanovic open. Chinanovic cuts right, now on the left, centering into the penalty area. It's a poor clearance. Second effort of the clearance. It's there and out. So far, is the occasion too big for this Whitby side? They're holding off in the first 5 minutes, but it's Woodbridge who are pressing and probing forward in this chilly Wednesday evening. Winning the ball is Alyssa Nickel. Nickel now receives it again. Good combination and finds McLeod. McLeod then swings the ball, and off Whitby go up the far side of the pitch. Ida tracking, but she gets her man on the shin there, and a foul against Woodbridge's captain. So free kick for Whitby. They're going to go along with it. It's right at the top of the area. Haley Lewis, though, is there to corral the ball and push that one forward, but a missed touch there, and it's out to touch for a corner kick. instead of a throw-in. So an early opportunity here for Whitby on a set piece. Could that be where they get the goal production tonight? At the end of the day, it's an opportunity to put the ball in the penalty area, and any bounce can happen if it's not a clear header in. So corner kick here for Whitby. Can the visitors strike early on? It's an outswinging delivery. It's decent, headed up. Second opportunity. And it's going to be a foul on the back there of I believe, Megan McKee. And a free kick for the Strikers in the penalty area. Spano will look to take it here for Woodbridge. The young goalkeeper. Big shoes to fill with Annika Toth and Vanessa Fiore no longer with the team. Tough when you lose one goalkeeper, but imagine losing your tandem, maybe the best tandem in the league, in the Premier Division. But here's Ida Michelli, and a head official, Kim Lee, calls a foul on Woodbridge and a free kick for Whitby in their own half. So a long ball forward, looking to bring it down, is Tori Chia. Whitby trying to create. Haley Lewis with the intervention. Lewis now looks for Ida. And Michelli forward. It's Kat Rogers tracking, then Rogers gives it away. And Whitby onto it again. That's a good ball forward. Now a cross. Out of the reach, and Chinanovic is there to get to it. She'll leave that for a Woodbridge throw deep in their own corner on the near side. White, black, white, or white, navy, white from right to left are Whitby, and Woodbridge in the triple Azzurri blue always at home, going from left to right. That's header. Here's Tori Chia, the veteran, controls. She looks to thread the needle, but couldn't connect with Alicia Tamburo. Back with Lindsay Appleton making, I believe, her first start of the campaign, but comes in the cup. There is no minute requirements in the cup. That's why you see some more experienced changes in this Woodbridge lineup. There is some vets with some next gens, but there is no minute requirements in the cup action compared to the league with the under 20s or under 23s playing. Tamburo looks to win it. Good touch by Chinanovic, a youngster that is looking to go far in the football world. Lots of promise from Maya Chinanovic in the early goings of this League One campaign. Plays for League Two as well. Here's Chinanovic driving. She gets taken down, and a foul called on Emily Cerrone, and a free kick for Woodbridge. And it will be none else than Kat Rogers standing over top of it. She has scored her free kick goals in her time here at the Grove in the Bridge. Can she do it again? Michaela Volpe is, I would say, a taller goalkeeper than others in the leagues. Will she keep this one out, or will be perfectly placed for Rogers? I would say she hits it. Does she cross it, though? It sets up maybe for a cross here. Looks like it could be a chip ball in for Rogers. It is. Going back post. Headered off a Woodbridge player. Oh, I think Strikers are lucky. That goes out for a corner. That was off a Whitby head onto a Woodbridge back and out, but it's a corner kick for the Strikers. Can they take advantage of a possible miscue there from the referee? Here's Rogers. Will stand over top of it looking for an in-swinging delivery. Woodbridge looking to strike first. If they get one, how much more will they get? It's short. Michelli's going to strike, and it's over top of the bar and wayward there. Out of play for a goal kick. So short play there. Short corner. Doesn't come to perfection that time. The other cup game is Tecumseh in the championship division, who's first place in that division right now. They're playing the Premier Division side, Vaughan Azzurri, in Vaughan at North Maple, 0-0. They are 8 minutes in that one. And in the men's cup, it's Whitby as well, at home, though, against Unionville. So both Whitby sides are in action tonight. Here's Volpe going along, the former Simcoe County Rover keeper. Plays it, looking for Tamburo, but Haley Lewis with the intervention. Experienced backline here with Appleton, Mayu, and Lewis. You got one wing back in Chinanovic, a rookie, and then Michelli, a experienced fullback on the left. Mayu looks for the youngster, Naima Prentice-White. First touch is poor. Second touch, she wins it. Then loses it, pulls her player back. No call. Goes backwards. Woodbridge looking to get it. Lewis with the intervention at midway. And here's McKee. The backspin doesn't help her cause, and it's taken away by McLeod. McLeod goes back to her center back. And the needle looks to be thread here. Appleton needs the intervention and does, as coming in on her was Bridget Baird. Here's the captain, Tori Chia. Chia, a decent ball through here. Michelli, though, is first to it, and she'll go back to Spano. Spano plays it back to Michelli. And it's Michelli and Rogers miscommunication there, but Rogers got it to Michelli afterwards. She finds Lydia Brado. You got to get her active in the game. With Brado controlling the tempo in the middle of the park, that would be big for Woodbridge. She is very good, very experienced. Lots of years under her belt. In her prime there was with North Mississauga with Kat Rogers, Vanessa Fiore, Kira Bertrand, Kylie Bertrand, so many that came, and Christina White that came from North Miss to Woodbridge a few years back. Here's Chinanovic just battling her way through. Has to be careful they don't cut it. Penalty. That is no penalty. The linesman called the pen. The referee let it go, and can I be honest? I think that was all ball. You could say that I bias with Woodbridge, but let me tell you, that was all ball. The follow-through nailed Chinanovic down, but the first foul was, the first contact and point of contact was the ball as Chinanovic went over top of it, but that's a call. The pin did call the pen. The official let it go. So really, it's all discretionary, up to the official. Woodbridge obviously would want a pen. Whitby thinks that's a clean tackle. The linesman and the referee are both on different pages. That's never a good thing. I would say the tackle looked like to be won by the ball first. The follow-through was a different story. That was taken out by Chinanovic, but if the initial point of contact was ball and the follow-through is not studs up, it cannot be deemed a penalty kick. And this youngster, hopefully she's okay. It's a bright spot for Woodbridge, but if you have to make an early substitution, it could be a different aspect going down the right flank. Seems to be all right. Maybe just a bit of whiplash there. Technically a white throw. Should be up to Whitby to technically throw it back to Woodbridge after they put it out of play for an injured player. Sure, that's what will happen. Tori Chia, the captain, does exactly what is expected and gives it back. She makes sure she took control there, which is great to see. Yeah, that was a good tackle. As I try to watch it back here, the point of contact was ball. It looked like it could have been maybe a foul, but the ball was won first. My gosh, what a clean tackle that was. The follow through, like I said, different, but needless to say, it's a good tackle. Here's Chinanovic again. Can she get revenge forward? Look at her dance her way and step over. Now cuts in on her left. Lays it off. Michelli takes a touch. Michelli shooting! And it's pushed over top of the bar by Michaela Volpe. That's where the length comes in. And the wingspan there, if it's a bit of a smaller keeper, might have gone in under the bar. Corner kick for Woodbridge, their second of the match. There'll be Kat Rogers on the near flank with the outswinger. Rogers. Corner delivery. It's a deep one. Headed away, but not past Naima Prentice-White. She lays it off. Mayu looks to throw it back in. It might fall, but it's offside on McKee. Came from an offside position. Volpe with the kick forward, looking to create. And Michelli goes backwards to the goalkeeper in Spano. Now for Appleton. Lindsay Appleton going long. McKee's onside. No, she's not. It looked like she timed it perfectly there, but offside as the assistant referee, Shashisti Maharaj, with the call. "17 minutes in, you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live. It's cup action here in the women's division. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, bringing this play-by-play. It's a pleasure to have you join us on a chilly Wednesday evening at the Grove in the Bridge, live on Spideo. 0-0 in the second round. If it is tied after regulation, I believe it goes straight to PKs. We saw that last season, round 2, when Vanessa Fiore stopped 3 PKs and got her team to the third round against Jade Kovacevic's North Toronto at the time. Now she's with AFC Toronto in the NSL. And Woodbridge won that by a thrilling fashion at this time last year against the championship side in Pickering. So it didn't come easy for the Strikers. Here comes Whitby. Can they get things moving forward here? That goes into touch for a Whitby throw. Here's Appleton now, getting the ball. Goes back to Nicole Mayu. Mayu to Lewis. Lewis to Michelli. Michelli to Naima Prentice-White. Prentice-White to Brado. She looks forward. Michelli wants a handball. She's going to get it. And a free kick for Woodbridge. About halfway of the half in Whitby's end. Michelli's going to go long with it. Instead, goes short for Rogers. Plays it quick, and Rogers gets that blocked. And it's kept in. Assistant referee says didn't cross the line, out to touch. Here comes Whitby now. There's real estate forward for McLeod. McLeod now finds Baird. Baird to McLeod again. Michelli comes in on her. She'll go backwards to the center back. Long ball. Cerrone plays it to no one except the other team in Michelli. Michelli almost lost it. Plays that now to Brado. Brado to Naima Prentice-White. Can she beat her man? She does. Prentice-White lays it off, but I think that's offside. Yeah, it is. Poor run from McKee there. They didn't look over her shoulder. No scanning that time, and it's offside for Woodbridge tracking forward. So it looks like Whitby has slowly settled into this one just a little bit more here. 20 minutes in. And Woodbridge are just finding a little bit more difficult to press at the top, at the front of the line here with McKee. Here's Michelli getting it back to Naima Prentice-White. Chinanovic is gone on the near side, but it's not found as Prentice-White can't keep the ball in play. That ball's played forward. Prentice White is offside. As she gets bodied off the ball. Cleanly, of course. Gotta be physical in this division. It's a different level. Different looking Woodbridge side from last year. My gosh, they had some players last year, and if they were here this year, it could have been difference makers in Taya Dennehy, Jada Thompson. They stayed out in BC after going to the University of British Columbia, playing League One BC there. Samantha Murphy moving from Woodbridge to Waterloo last week. She was the Golden Boot and MVP of the Premier Division. So not what the Strikers would have wanted. Naima Prentice White seems to be okay. She gets back up with the after effect, but it was offside, and a reset will be with Whitby 22 minutes in the first half. Who will draw first blood here tonight in round 2 of the League One Ontario Women's Cup? Here comes Whitby, looking forward. Now back to Tiana Wilson. Wilson to Baird. Baird to Wilson. Wilson goes backwards. Could be a turnover here. And a decent play there from Chirone just to get away from McKee. McKee sliding it across to Alexis Wilson. Wilson goes all the way across, looking for Silva. And Kat Rogers gets it off of her boots, and Naima Prentice White tracks. She'll go backwards instead. Prentice White gets taken down on the far side. Free kick for Woodbridge. Here's the Strikers. Now Haley Lewis will stand over top of it. Lewis to Mayu to Appleton. Appleton going long, looking for Rogers. She'll leave it. McKee. And that's a poor pass back. Taking the other way. Here's Nickel. Alyssa Nickel laying it off here. Baird is doing some work here on the near side. Chinanovic tracks. Baird gives it away as Chinanovic went in on her, and very impressive so far. The 16-year-old. My goodness, she has a bright future. Chinanovic wins it. Rogers looks to send Prentice White, and it's headed away by Wilson. Now Nickel. Nickel plays that to De Silva. And it goes back to Volpe. Volpe goes long, gives it away to Prentice White. She looks first to it. It's offside on Woodbridge again. Appleton to Chinanovic. Appleton gets hounded down, and she gives it away. That will be a Whitby throw. Wilson plays it forward to McLeod. Now back to Wilson. Wilson giving it away to Brando. There's room here. Can Katarina Capiello get it going? And she gives it away. She really hasn't done much so far. She hasn't gotten on the ball. The newly acquired 20-year-old. Rogers to Michelli. Michelli Finds McKee. Can Woodbridge get things rolling? Whitby settling in a little bit more comfortably here. Taken away by Baird. Here is Tiana Wilson now. Whitby looking to get things rolling. Wilson in the middle of the park. 0-0, 27 minutes in the affair between Woodbridge and Whitby. Championship and Premier side in the League One Ontario Women's Cup. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, bringing you this play-by-play live on Spideo for Woodbridge Strikers Matchday Live. 2 of 4 matches this week here at the Grove in the Bridge. It's a pleasure to have you join us here tonight. Like I said, last season we saw Woodbridge have a thrilling penalty kick victory over Pickering in the second round of the Cup. You saw Vanessa Fiore save 3 PKs in that match, and Taya Dennehy winning it in the final PK. Now a caution coming up to Nicole Mayu. Can Whitby surprise Woodbridge, or can Woodbridge get the job done here tonight? But it's a caution. I believe that's Nicole Mayu who's going to be getting it in the 20th minute. That will be confirmed shortly. This could be an opportunity here for this Whitby side. Tori Chia is going to stand over top of it. Will it be the captain? If I was her, I would have a crack here. Rogers, when she had her free kick, was a little bit more further out. You had to deliver that in from the angle, but if you're Tori Chia, the experienced captain, can she strike here for Whitby? Oh, she tries it, but it's a field goal and over top of the goal.
Yellow card issued in the 27th minute to Woodbridge Strikers number 13, Nicole Mayu.
So that chance goes begging for Whitby. It was an opportunity for the captain, but she really hit that one. Capiello wins the ball. Here's Prentice White. Looks for McKee. Is she offside? Yes, she is again. For the third time tonight, McKee cannot scan the line here. But it looks like the head referee, Kim Lee, is calling a foul against Whitby and a free kick for Woodbridge. Playing advantage. There was no advantage according to the referee, and it's a free kick for the Strikers. So the center back here for Woodbridge with caution, that might not bode well for her later in the game. She's got to be wary of it. Rogers free kick, Woodbridge. It's a good delivery. It's traveling towards Volpe. Volpe punches. It's not clear, but she got absolutely taken out that time by Megan McKee, and rightfully so, a foul on the Woodbridge striker. She really nailed McKee, Volpe there, I should say, did McKee, as Volpe, not a convincing punch by all means, but when you get knocked down in the process, it's tough to clear your lines. Right decision, in my opinion, though, from Volpe. You don't want to try to grab onto that. You drop it, it's in the back of your net. So, punch was needed. Foul against Woodbridge. Can Whitby get things rolling forward? 30 minutes in. The way this game's going, in a way back and forth, there could be a goal in it, but also I feel like PKs could be something that we could be seeing tonight. It's just the vibe I'm getting, but Woodbridge is continuing to press. Appleton goes back to Mayu. Not giving Woodbridge much here is this Whitby side. Got Biello trying to win it in the middle of the park. Here comes Michelli. I think she might be the creator tonight. Michelli cuts in. Michelli on the goal line centering it, but it's taken by Tori Chia, tracking neatly, does the captain. That's off of Prentice White at the touch for a Whitby throw. Whitby goal kick, I should say. That's great work from the captain for Whitby. Short goal kick taken. Volpe. Looking forward. Now good touch. Tamburo finds Chia. Tori Chia. Goes back and finds Wilson. Wilson leaves it for Volpe. She'll bring it back into her penalty area, giving her the option to pick it up if need be. Flick on header, Tamburo couldn't connect with anyone forward in Baird, and out to touch for an Appleton throw for Woodbridge. 33 minutes in. Scoreless in the second round of the Cup. Appleton forward, off the head of Wilson. Brado. Here's Michelli. She loses the ball. Quick throw. Michelli flicks it forward. Wilson looking to clear and does. One-two combination. Mickey lost it with Rogers. Chance maybe for Chia to come the other way. She gets taken down. Could be a caution maybe. I think McKee's going to get away with one here. It's on the run of play. Free kick at half field. Goes back to Wilson. Wilson finds Chironi. Chironi. Now Wilson goes long to the head, and it might fall neatly for Tamburo. Spano's got to come to claim, and she does. If that was a little bit more diagonal to Tamburo, it could have been dangerous for the strikers. Lewis to Mayu. Mayu to Appleton. Appleton to McKee. It's better from McKee getting it. Now can she deliver forward? McKee looks for Chinanovic. Can the rookie get onto it? She does not, as it goes out of play for a throw. Tori Chia, good ball to Baird. Baird doesn't have much forward here in the middle of the park. And good work from McLeod. Bridget Baird, in the middle of the park, to Alyssa Nickel. Cross coming in. Oh, Mayu with a massive intervention there. That could have been 1-0 Whitby if that wasn't headed away. Michelli now with a good foot in, and she wins it forward to Naima Prentice White. There was two players in there for the head. What a chance. And now McKee is offside for the fourth time this half. She cannot read the line correctly right now. She's going to have to look to do so. Want to get one tonight. "37 minutes approaching. Scoreless between Whitby and Woodbridge here in the League One Ontario Cup, the second round. Flick on backwards from Brado. Lewis has to get an intervention. Tamburo gets it away from her to Chia. To Nickel. Now to Wilson. Alexis Wilson plays inside. McLeod, she goes backwards. I'm really liking the way Whitby is playing here. Definitely not a pushover of a championship side. That's for darn sure. Here's Nickel. Who does she have forward? It's a decent idea, but no connection. Now Baird gets it quickly to Tiana Wilson. Wilson, back to Baird. Baird plays that one forward from Cerrone to Nickel. Nickel just goes all the way back to Michaela Volpe. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday Live on Spidey. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, bringing this play-by-play. 38 minutes in to this cup action, round 2, the women's division. Whitby, the championship side, against Woodbridge, the premier division side. Here's Michelli. Can she strike? She lost the ball after she was trying to probe forward. Whitby don't have much options here with Nickel. Now it's played across, and Michelli out the touch off of her for a Whitby throw. Wednesday nighter, the second of 4 matches this week. Yesterday, the men's defeated North Toronto in league action, 5-1. Tonight, obviously, Woodbridge women's in the cup. Then a doubleheader, 5 p.m. the Woodbridge women on Sunday, and 8 p.m. the Woodbridge men on Sunday in league action. "38 minutes in, scoreless here. Here's Cerrone. Looks long. Appleton's there. Easy for her. Not a great ball from Cerrone that time. Too easy of a giveaway. Here's Shinanovic. Ooh, she gets around her player neatly. A nutmeg, then a push around. My goodness, that's neat from Shinanovic. Look at the speed. That's brilliant defending there from Alexis Wilson. Coming back on McKee and taking it off her boots very easily. Brilliant speed there from the number 7 center back. My goodness, that was neat. Alexis Wilson, experienced 26-year-old, played with Derby last year with Whitby. Here's Tori Chia. She finds Baird. Shinanovic has to track. Michelli steals the ball. Michelli has Rogers going. Rogers, can she open the scoring here off a turnover? Rogers shooting! And a big save by Michaela Volpe. That could have been a very, very costly turnover to Michelli from Whitby. Should have done a little better with it, but needless to say, still good by Rogers. Put it on goal. Anything can happen. 40 minutes in. Scoreless here in the cup. Michelli pushes the ball around. That goes back to Volpe. Scoreless here still. Volpe goes long. 5 minutes plus added time in the first half of this League One Ontario Women's second round cup action. Very simple. You win, you move on. You lose, you go home in the cup. Here's McKee to Chinanovic. The 16-year-old looks to go to work here. Chinanovic now wins it. Look at her go. Yeah, you can already see the bright future that the number 14 will have, Maya Chinanovic. Here's Nicole Mayu. Mayu goes long. Michelli's got to track back to receive. She does. Michelli captaining her side today. Michelli, good ball. Capiello now. Capiello cuts. Capiello, can she shoot? She'll release, but it's too late. It gets blocked. Cerrone wins it. And look at her just body her man off the ball. Cerrone again. The center back trying to go for a field day here. And then here's Capiello I mean, that's a foul on the Woodbridge player for sure. Lucky for the number 2, Katerina Capiello. She doesn't get a caution there, but she knew she was going to get thrown that time by Cerrone. You got to love a bit of the grit that time. There from Capiello, and Cerrone's like, "Yeah, that's not happening with me. See you later." She goes crashing to the turf. Does the newly acquired number 2 for Woodbridge. Easy foul, 42 minutes in. Got some grit here in the first half of the cup. And that is an awful free kick by Tiana Wilson that time. She gives it away there into touch for a Woodbridge throw. So here's Lindsay Appleton taking it. I would say Woodbridge is a bit on the front foot here, but not by much. Whitby is taking it more. Chinanovic, a brilliant turn. She is easily Woodbridge's best player on the pitch right now, I would say, in my opinion. Giving that one away, the 16-year-old, but she's just looking to make plays time and time again, and now it's a Woodbridge throw. Excuse me, that's not a giveaway. That's off of Bridget Baird. Here is Appleton. Appleton on the throw, looking for Capiello. That's a better turn off of the ball from off Wilson. Capiello centering. Cerrone there with an intervention. Cerrone looks for Baird. Baird off of Chinanovic into touch for a throw. As mentioned, there was a flair for the dramatic last season, this time when Woodbridge defeated the championship side in Pickering in PKs. It was goalkeeper at the time, Vanessa Fiore, stopping 3 PKs in that game to win the game, with Taya Dennehy winning it for Woodbridge. Michelli for the shot, looks to win it this evening, or help that cause. Anyways, that's another shot from Michelli, though, over top of the goal and out of play. So it hasn't come easy for Woodbridge in the cup these 2 seasons. Again, a championship side in the second round here. Pickering brought them to the brink of death in PKs. Whitby, I'll tell you right now, it has a feel of that. I know it's early. I know it's in the first half. Woodbridge are pressing at times. But if Woodbridge don't find one, it could be a late dramatic cup match here between the second division championship side in Whitby and Woodbridge in the premier side. Look at the giveaway here, Mayu, and then a poor touch from Tamburo. She rides the challenge. McKee now looks to thread the needle. If you give it to Rogers, there's a chance for. Now Prentice White goes, and McKee just does too much and lost it. Looking once or twice, but no cigar forward that time. That's good from Lydia Brado. Can Woodbridge get something late at the death of the first half? Here's Rado. Good delivery. Rogers there. First touch is sublime, but a better defensive play from Tiana Wilson, tracking with a massive gate goal-saving intervention. Here's Michelli. Jumps her man. There, making the play. Michelli now. Centering. McKee, though, a touch off the head into touch for a goal kick. So with that press there, nothing doing. A chance for Rogers, goes begging, but a very good, solid defensive effort from Tiana Wilson. Wasn't for her there, that's 1-0 Woodbridge any time for Kat Rogers in front. How much added time will there be at the half? I'm guessing 1. I don't think there should be more than that. Brado misses it, so does Baird. Off the head. Now it's Appleton for Capiello. That's better. Now Chinanovic could be gone here. There's a big opportunity here for the young 16-year-old Chinanovic delivering. It's there from McKee, but on to the gloves of Michaela Volpe. Volpe with the long drop kick. How much time will be added here? That's a bounce that might cause danger for Whitby. Here's Wilson, goes back to Volpe. Got to clear it. She does. Not just past Chinanovic.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Well, that was wrong. 2 minutes. That's a foul. Lucky no caution there from Baird. As Maya Chinanovic gets the free kick, and it will be a last-minute delivery. And can Woodbridge get a good one from the center back, Nicole Mayu, in the penalty area to maybe get a goal before the interval? Here's Mayu. The delivery is a good one at the top of the penalty area. McKee flick on. Who's it going to fall for? And it is a handball against Whitby. Oh my goodness. What a poor mistake at the 45th minute. giving Woodbridge a chance to take the lead after it was a flick on by McKee. The header, the kick was cleared, but into the hand of a Whitby player, and there was no other option for the referee, Kim Lee, to call it, and it will be Megan McKee who will be looking for a key goal in the 47th minute. Can she get it and take the lead into the halftime? Could be a big moment of the match. McKee, PK in the second round of the Cup against Michaela Volpe. McKee shooting, saving! It's brilliant from Volpe. Absolutely sublime. There's no other way to put it. Mamma mia, what a stop. You got to give credit where credit is due. And Volpe towards her left. McKee's right. She telegraphed it too easily. And it's a rob there from the goalkeeper, Michaela Volpe. 0-0 as we approach 20 seconds remaining in the half. Can she be the hero of the night? Michelli wants to be the hero for Woodbridge. Michelli on the right side. Then she goes to the left, the shot! And another chance for Michelli, but over top of the goal, and this half expires with a 0-0 lead. Those Whitby players better go to their goalkeeper because they're in it because of her.
The halftime score is Woodbridge Strikers 0, Whitby FC 0. League One Ontario Women's Cup match in the second round.
We'll be back live on the air, live on Spidey, Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge. Don't go anywhere. It's Woodbridge 0, Whitby 0 in the League One Ontario Women's Cup second round. We'll see you shortly, live on Spidey.
For all the latest League One Ontario match updates, scores, stats, and standings, and news updates, be sure to download the new League One Live app for free from the Apple or Android app stores. Also, be sure to check out the League One Ontario website at www.league1ontario.com, powered by Comet. You can also stay connected to League One Ontario on social media. You can follow League One Ontario on Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Also, be sure to subscribe to League One Ontario TV on YouTube to view full matches, highlights, and feature stories throughout the 2025 season. Woodbridge Striker Soccer Club would like to acknowledge the following club partners for their generous support: Green Clean, Elite Suites, Our Fieri Automotive Group, Ice Cream Patio, and Venue Event Space. We would like to also acknowledge the following league partners: the Cruyff Institute, educating the future leaders of the soccer industry: Gatorade, Rehydrate, Replenish, Refuel. One Soccer is the home of soccer in Canada. Follow your favorite League One alumni as they compete in the Canadian Premier League, the TELUS Canadian Championship, and with our Canadian national teams, all exclusively on One Soccer. Derby Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and a preferred match ball for League One Ontario. Hummel, the official apparel supplier of League One. Environment Performance, Canada's most trusted brand for automotive race sports and accessories. The Canadian Premier League, our game, our country, our league, and One Soccer, encouraging us all to play, inspire, and unite.
Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on Spydio. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of this play-by-play. A chilly Wednesday evening here in mid-May at the Grove in the Bridge for League One Ontario Women's Cup action, round 2. It's Whitby, the championship second division side, against your Woodbridge Strikers, the first division Premier Division side. And it is a scoreless draw as we enter the second half, and it's Whitby. So number 17, Tiana Wilson, winning a corner early on and really getting her team going. You can see the hands moving up, saying, let's go, let's go. And it's a corner kick and a set piece for Whitby to maybe strike in the first minute of the second half. Wouldn't that be something? That's a very poor corner kick, though. It'll be a throw-in now. Little flair for the dramatic. I said it was coming, and it was a peek in the 47th minute for Woodbridge with the striker Megan McKee. Frankly, didn't have the greatest of PKs, and it was Michaela Volpe who dove to her left and kept it out with the palm and kept the score at bay. So that's where we sit, 0-0. Nicole Mayu with the caution, the center back for Woodbridge, and no substitutions made at the half, making my job a lot easier for the time being, as we are now in the second minute. If there's anyone that's going to pull it back, or I should say take the lead for Woodbridge, I will say it will have to come somehow between Kat Rogers and Ida Michelli. For Whitby, they just have to play as a collective unit and keep on moving the ball, and anything can happen. Michelli lost it, regained it, and she finds Naima Prentice White. Get it going. Prentice White to Capiello. Oh, and deflection that might play dividends for Michelli. Look at her just keep on battling, and that's a foul. Taking down captain on captain there, Tori Chia, to the turf. As mentioned, a pleasure to have you join us on a Wednesday evening. I'll be here all summer long at the Grove in the Bridge, bringing you play-by-play, PA, music, social media, and more here at the Grove in the Bridge. My 4th year running now, live on Spydio. Woodbridge men have started great with a 3-win, 1-tie record. Excuse me, is it 2 wins and a tie? Yeah, 2 wins, no. And a draw. Their cup game is next Wednesday here. Here's Michelli. Michelli centering it. And Prentice White couldn't control. Now the counterattack could be on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4v4. Can Whitby get it going here? And Megan McKee, the striker, comes back to have an intervention just to track. Here's Tori Chia. Chia. Can she chug her way forward? That's a good ball to the outside. Chia gets fouled, but the play continues. Spano! Oh, she lost it! And it's saved by Sabrina Spano. Oh, my God. She almost put that in her own net. That's the goalkeeping that she has to learn, right? She's inexperienced in this division, but she keeps the ball out. Woodbridge have had secure keepers over the years. Now her first full year, Sabrina Spano, and she really had to adjust to make that one and keep that one out, because that could have been a very poor goal to give up. It was risky and it was close. Tried to palm it over the net, but the power wasn't there, and it almost was an own goal. Kim Lee lost her yellow card there as Haley Lewis handed it back to her. Lewis pushed that aside. And still scoreless here, but here's Ida Michelli. Here's the steal. Michelli chugging her way forward. Can she go around Wilson? But look how fast Wilson is. But Michelli with the foot there almost won it back. But let me tell you something. Alexis Wilson, easily the fastest player on the pitch. That's not the first time she had a massive defensive intervention. If that was any other defender, Ida Michelli would have been gone and long ways in. Here's Rogers. Rogers looking for Prentice White. She's in, but what an offside trap. You see Chirone just literally stopped her run. She knew she was offside. Risky, definitely, but it works. to get going here is De Silva. Couldn't keep that one in. Tough for her that time, though. Looking for a foul was Michelli. She wasn't getting it that time, though. And now back to from Nickel to Tiana Wilson. Now to Michaela Volpe. I'm telling you, I have a feeling this game might head to PKs. If someone doesn't score, it will be going there. But now both teams are getting chances, to be honest. This could go either way. For Woodbridge, they know it's only one way it can go for them. Or else it could be interesting, to say the least. Throw in on the far side. And Whitby controlling possession now. That goes out to touch for a Woodbridge throw. So can the Strikers get going? Remember, they had a chance at the death of the half. A penalty kick by Megan McKee saved. Can Rogers and Prentice White get onto it? Prentice White! Oh, it could be a misplay from Wilson. It went between her legs. She had to adjust, but that's what happens when you're fast. Ooh, that's a dangerous foul. Prentice White went studs up there that time on De Silva, and she's lucky she doesn't get away with federal caution here. But she helps her up. She knew it. Didn't get the ball at all that time. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on Spideo. 53 minutes into this League Ontario Women's Cup Round 2 action. Championship side in Whitby against Premier Division side Woodbridge. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge. It's a pleasure to have you join us. We'll be back on the air 2 times this weekend as the women have a game at 5 p.m. against Alliance United on Sunday, May 18th, and the men take on St. Catharines Roma Wolves at 8 p.m. So 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. doubleheader. We're used to 3 and 7, making us stay later here at the Grove in the Bridge on a Sunday. Here comes Maione threading the needle through. There's a chance here. De Silva's open. De Silva crosses it. Who's at the back post? Oh, Woodbridge are lucky. Goes out to the far side. There needs to be a defensive intervention here by the Strikers. Whitby putting on press. Delivery from Tiana Wilson. It could fall. Back post. If there's a connection here, could be in the back of the net. There is, but it's blocked. And I think that's an error there. Nicole Mayu got in the way, but it's an error from Whitby. There was way more room to deliver a goal or a shot in the back of the net there. But Mayu does her job, and she has the intervention. The Woodbridge men's are in the Cup Round 2 next Wednesday. I believe that is a 8:30 p.m. kickoff, the 21st. They play York United Academy. Yes, they are affiliated with the CPL Academy. And I'm just trying to get the women's here for you. And they play Whitby now. Obviously, the 21st is the last round of games. Looking to see the bracket on who the Woodbridge women would play if they win tonight. It's barring, all these results as well. So a chance here for Rogers to Capiello. Capiello looks to go around her man. Nickel with the intervention and a chance for Whitby forward. But it's stolen by Lydia Brado, then cleared the other way. So if Woodbridge would be successful tonight, they are at the bottom of the bracket. They will get the Simcoe County Rover because they defeated Pickering 1-0 last night. Not an easy quarterfinal matchup. If Woodbridge are successful tonight against Whitby, they will officially get the Simcoe County Rovers. And I believe Simcoe did win last night 1-0 against the championship Pickering side. It was a goal by Stephanie Young in the 38th minute. Allie Rowe, who scored a cracker of a goal against Woodbridge last week here in the league at the Grove, missed a PK in the 62nd minute to make it a 2-0 lead. So, hey, it was only 2-1 Simcoe. Anything is possible, but you got to get away from this one first. And right now, Whitby is clearly a little bit harder to get past than maybe this Woodbridge side would have thought. You never know. The gap could be closing from Championship to Premier Division. In the women's division. The men, there's still a bit of a gap there right now, in my opinion, I would say anyways. So here's a corner kick. Excuse me, a free kick. My apologies. Kat Rogers will stand over top of it. An out-swinging delivery. Can Rogers put a good ball in and strike for Woodbridge in the 56th minute? You see a lot of goals getting scored by this angle. Put the ball in the penalty area, anything can happen. Rogers, free kick. It might go in! Oh my goodness, it was close. Got me excited for a second. So that goes begging for Rogers and Woodbridge, but there's a chance there when you throw the ball to the net, just like they say in hockey, right? You throw the puck to the net, anything can happen. I mean, it didn't happen for the Leafs tonight because they don't know how to win in playoffs, it seems to be sometimes. But anyways, I digress. I wasn't watching it, was I, tonight? Here at the Grove in the Bridge by my lonesome as I continue to digress. Here come Woodbridge. Naima Prentice-White. Can she get something rolling? Toronto center, Alexis Wilson. She's had a terrific game, to be completely honest. You got to give credit where credit is due. No matter who you're calling a game for sometimes. Alexis Wilson is clearly, in my opinion, the best player on the pitch tonight. Best player for Woodbridge tonight is either, I would say, the 16-year-old Maya Chavanovic or Ida Michelli, the captain, on the near side. Here come some changes, and looks like Kat Rogers, the veteran, has run her course in 57 minutes, and it's the other youngster who scored already one time this season, the 17-year-old Eva Villapando, that will be entering the match.
Woodbridge strikers substitution in the 57th minute, entering the match. Number 3, Eva Villapando. Eggs in the match, number 11, Kat Rogers.
Rogers out, Villapando in. It's just crazy the league where it's come to. You have a 33-year-old exiting for a 17-year-old entering, right? And I say crazy in a good way, where you want these players and athletes to continue to play. If you're good enough, play. And that's my opinion. The minute requirements haven't really, let's just say they've been interesting, so I don't overplay my hand in this Premier Divisions between the men and the women. The men seem to be doing okay. The women, sometimes they struggle to get the next generation, let's just say, forward. But can Villapando get it going? She scored, I want to say, the lone goal against Waterloo, if I'm not mistaken, in a 2-1 defeat in 59 minutes. It was in Waterloo a couple weeks back now. So can the youngster get it going forward? Looks like a change of positional play. Ida Michelli goes to the right side, and Capiello comes to the left. Going from right to left are Woodbridge. There's a chance here. Capiello. Can she get it rolling? Capiello cuts. Don't want to give another PK up if you're Woodbridge. If you're Whitby, here's Michelli. Cuts on her right boot. She cuts back to her left. She pokes it in my work. Oh my goodness. She's getting creative now. If you can't get a clean shot, you might have to toe poke it. That one she does. And Volpe, like I said, a bit of a longer reach of a keeper compared to a few others in the Premier Division, or Championship for that matter. And that was going to the top of the cage. Instead, it is pushed over by Michaela Volpe, who, other than maybe Alexis Wilson, is a very influential player so far tonight for this Whippy side. 0-0, 60 minutes in, 30 to go plus added time, maybe PKs, unless Woodbridge might get one here. Michelli! Oh, she almost did an Olympico. Now comes in and shot wide by Naima Prentice-White. Ida Michelli almost scored an Olympico off a corner kick. Volpe with the big palm on it. Once again to clear. And into touch for a goal kick. It could be something on a set piece. It could be something magical that maybe breaks the ice here for either side tonight. I know if you're Woodbridge players, you're getting a little bit more intense here because you do not want to lose against the championship side. No disrespect to it and to them, but it's just the way it is. That goes back to Volpe. Given away, and here's Brado. Now it's all Woodbridge once again, I would say. The delivery's in. Prentice White with a touch, but she couldn't bring it down cleanly, and it's Michelli trying to create. Once again, she's been doing it all season so far in the 4 games. 3 league, now 1 cup. Or 4 league, 1 cup. They're 1-3 in the league. Woodbridge, not a great start for them this season. Lots of changes. Coach change as well, and right now it's just not going their way. I don't think Haley Lewis touched that. That could have been an error by the assistant referee. And it's a throw-in for Whitby, I should say. Here is Da Silva. Da Silva on the throw. Tamburo couldn't get anything going. Now Lewis has to be wary. That's a turnover. A chance here. Lewis, don't cause a PK. It comes back. Shot comes in. Rebounds there. Scores. 1-0 Whitby. Just like that, Sabrina Spano parried it away, but parried it into a dangerous area in her 6-yard box. A turnover from Lewis, and the championship side strikes. It's 1-0 in round 2 of the cup. Oh, my goodness gracious. Just like that, it was a outside of the boot volley to put it in the back of the net. Whitby leading 63 minutes in. And the next 5 to 10 minutes is extremely crucial for Whitby to hold on to this lead. Woodbridge, shell-shocked here at the Grove on a Wednesday evening. Tori Chia, the captain, who else puts it in?
Whitby FC goal, scored in the 62nd minute. Captain number 6, Tori Chia.
Whitby fans hollering for a handball. I didn't see one there on Michelli, and that's played in, and you can see now the frustration from the captain and a few others on this triple Azzurri Blue side. Frustration that you haven't really seen in years. McKee can't do that. She's going to get a caution if she does. She puts her foot up. She doesn't. She's just outside the penalty area. She's allowed to stand there. Here's Brado. That goes out into touch for a throw. Chance here for Woodbridge. Looking for an equalizer. Can they get it quick? This is a big 5 minutes for Whitby. You want to survive the 5. As a coach, that's what you would say. Survive the next 5 to 10 minutes. Don't concede, and then try to hold on from there late in the game. The ball is threaded through. Brado tracks back, and Nicole Mayu wins it. Can Michelli be a hero for Woodbridge? She's trying. I don't see any more, in Italian we call it voglia. I don't know if I see any more oomph from this Woodbridge side right now, from a few of these players. A lot of youngsters. The old Jenner at the back, the new Jenner more up front, and what can Woodbridge provide is the question. Right now it doesn't look good for the newly appointed head coach Gabe Cremonesi. Can his players change the script here tonight? You do not want to go out of the second round to a championship side, although Whitby is not playing like one. They're playing brilliant, in my opinion, tonight. They weathered the Woodbridge storm early on. They then were getting the possession back. They were enjoying the ball more. And they got their goal with a big PK save at the death of the half from Volpe, and everything is going according to plan for Whitby and head coach Rich Hurst. But it's far from over, folks. Still 25 minutes plus added time. Right now, there will be no PKs tonight. Can Woodbridge create? What can they create? If Whitby gets another, Woodbridge might be done tonight. They need to get the equalizer. Chance for McKee. Can she round the keeper? That's a good save from Volpe. The rebound goes off of McKee. Volpe gets run into by McKee. That's not her fault. She's going for the ball. Brave keeping from Michaela Volpe. She was late to arrive on the scene, to be honest. But because she almost got chipped from Megan McKee, and it almost was an equalizer. Hopefully Volpe is okay. Just an after effect there of the collision. She did arrive late on the challenge. That's what happened. That's why the collision happened. But it's a big save from Volpe. She's keeping her side in this one. Can't fault Woodbridge for the chances. Now it's the creativity that those chances are coming up with. But with Woodbridge reconvening here, Ida Michelli leading the way, can she get her team going? Doesn't look good for Woodbridge right now, but anything can happen. We've seen it time and time again. Clock ticking away, and I bet you any money it can't tick away faster for this Whitby side. Can they have a date in the quarterfinals versus the Simcoe County Rovers? Right now, they are. Can the script be changed? Brado to McKee. McKee for the equalizer as she scuffs her lines. Megan McKee to put Woodbridge back in the tie. Scuffs it over top of the goal. And a goal kick with a brilliant ball from Brado, picking the striker out. But you have to put that on goal at the bare minimum. It's 1v1. An error from the striker. A good chance goes begging for the strikers. Can they get momentum from this? Ida Michelli to Megan McKee. McKee leading the line off of Wilson into touch. Change coming up for Whitby. Chance here. Capiello laying it off. Good defensive play.
Whitby FC substitution in the 69th minute, entering the match number 2, Sam Russell. Exiting the match, number 24, Bridget Baird.
So Baird out for Russell. Delivery from Haley Lewis. She's done this time and time again with the Humber Hawks. Can she strike? She's a chip into the penalty area. Flick on header. Comes to Michaela Volpe from Nicole Mayu. So it's starting to happen a little bit more for Woodbridge. The problem is for Whitby, how much more do they sit back? Volpe now plays her fullback. Nickel. Oh, it could be a turnover. Volpe's got to get it. She does off of McKee, though. That was a poor pass that time by De Silva. That almost caused the goal. De Silva now gets it back to Toriccia. She's got to calm her teammates down here. That goes on a foul, I should say, not out of play. It's a foul on Woodbridge. And 2 more subs coming up here. It looks like it could be Sabrina Basante and Maria Poveda entering the match, and Woodbridge are changing things up here. Who will it be for? Looks like Capiello is coming out for Poveda, and it looks like it is Basante coming in for McKee.
Woodbridge strikers substitutions in the 72nd minute. Entering the match number 6, Sabrina Basante. Exiting the match number 19, Megan McKee. Entering the match number 5, Maria Poveda. Exiting the match number 2, Caterina Capiello.
So Capiello out, McKee out. 2 players that really couldn't fully get going tonight. McKee was trying, but she was offside too many times. Her best chance was not long ago, and she raised it over top of the bar. So can Poveda and Basante... I think Basante can cause a spark. She is a smaller striker, but if she gets the ball through, she's faster than McKee, and I think Basante could maybe open the scoring for Woodbridge. Wilson. Whitby are really controlling it decently here. Beautiful combination in the middle of the park. That goes back to Tiana Wilson. Instead of just clearing it, Whitby are just maintaining it. That's brilliant. It's really brilliant. There's no can run game from this championship side. The coach, Rich Hurst, cannot be mad about this performance whatsoever. Even if they give one up late, they've been playing fantastic. You're winning against Woodbridge. For them, that's a big name, especially in a cup match to move on. Brado says make a run, but it's too much for Naima Prentice. Why she's not reading it well that time. De Silva. It's good for Brado to try to, make moves forward, but her teammates got to go with her. Toriccia. Who does she have forward? She swings it. It's behind the man, but Jovanovic can't get onto it. Jovanovic pressing. Now it goes back to Volpe. Whitby are doing well maintaining possession, but they are not really up the field in the final third. They're just maintaining it in the middle of the park and in their final third. This is better. Can they get something here? McMayu makes a spill, clears her line in the touch. Whistle goes here, don't know what for. Looks like the captain has to get some sort of repairs done. 73 minutes. $17 left. Time is ticking away for Woodbridge. Will they fall here, or will they get a late dramatic equalizer? We saw it last season. Here in the cup against the championship side. Whitby throw it. Could this result hold? I'm telling you right now. I may work for Woodbridge, and I love doing so, but if this result holds for Whitby, I might use the word catastrophic in the early season for this Woodbridge Women's Premier Division side. Stuff will have to be answered. If they get away with this one tonight, hey, you pull it through, you grind it out. It's a tough Whitby side, and you move on to the next round. Simple as that. You build on it. But if Whitby come away with this victory tonight, I think questions must be answered, in my personal and humble opinion. Yes, it's early, but still, how late are you going to wait? Brado looks to get it. Tamburo, good first touch, good hold-up play, and there's going to be space here. Nickel, I would come back on this near side. She does. Nickel swings the ball. Whitby looking forward, and it's Maione. Maione waits. Don't wait for Michelli to come back. She does. Michelli wins it, but it's the redirection that goes right to Whitby. Michelli still working here. That's one workhorse that you would always love on your team, the number 21. Good intervention. Jovanovic couldn't get it, and it goes out into touch. So it looks like Jovanovic and Naima Prentice White, the youngsters, are in the middle of the park, and Basante's on the right and Michelli on the left. Eva Vilipando hasn't really gotten to the match so far. She's in the center of the park. Jovanovic, she tries to get it going. She gets held up, so a foul called on Whitby, and it will be Haley Lewis to deliver in the box. Another dangerous area to deliver a free kick. I would send Michelli right now. Look at her. She's gone on the wing. Oh, if I was Lewis, keep Michelli on side. It's 1v1. That's it. I know what I'm talking about. Look at that. Lewis to Michelli. Michelli delivery! And no one there. Lewis, can she shoot? It's a shot there. It looked venomous from the offset of it, but just rolled right into the hands of Michaela Volpe. Tick-tock on the clock. Will the party not stop for Whitby tonight? 77 minutes in. 13 remaining. Woodbridge are pressing. That should be a foul. No, it's not. Whitby won it. Kimley let it go. But it might fall perfectly. 3-on-5 though the other way. Good cutback from this Whitby side. In the middle of the park it goes. Nickel. Nickel's got to switch the field. She does brilliant. It's absolutely sublime from Whitby. Here is De Silva. Can she get her man on side? And no, it's always going to be offside there. She just waited way too late to play the ball through. Did De Silva. Haley Lewis, quickly taken free kick, short to Nicole Mayu. Mayu to Lindsay Appleton. Poveda looks for it, the two number 5s collide, and it's won by McLeod for Whitby. She gets the 1-2 combination back. She's going to go backwards instead. You don't always want to play with fire at the back. But Whitby are so calm on the ball, they're willing to do so. It's fine. Brado steals it, given away by Tori Chia. That's why you don't want to always play backwards. Nicole Mayu goes long. It has to be direct from Woodbridge. And good header backwards from Tiana Wilson right into the midst of Michaela Volpe. Very impressed with this championship side tonight. I really am. They're just playing total football right now and keeping it very well. Big drop kick. Lewis has to see that through. She does. And it's a substitution coming up for Woodbridge. Looks like number 7 in. Doreen Anane Bariaco in for... Or I think they got it wrong. Alessia Guzietti in for Lindsay Appleton. They did get it wrong.
Woodbridge striker substitution, the 79th minute. Entering the match, number 18, Alessia Guzietti. Exiting the match, number 17, Lindsay Appleton.
So Guzietti in, the youngster. Another youngster, another interesting substitution in my opinion. But one that the coaches see fit here, a youngster at the back, a little bit more of attacking threat. Brado almost fell there. She still has it. Tries to thread the needle to Michelli. Now back to Brado. She shoots. It might go. Oh, and Volpe. An easy save for her. It looked threatening at first. But Michaela Volpe got her palms on it again and keeps the ball out. 4 substitutions made from Woodbridge. Only 1 from Whitby. I wouldn't make much if I was Whitby. They're playing comfortable football. How much more can Michelli and company give? That's a foul on Eva Vilipando. As Vilipando commits, and there will be a delivery. Might have to come in long from De Silva. De Silva goes long. Mayu jumps. falls down, gets it first to Brado, and now flick on from Basante. Basante to Naima Prentice-White, but another great intervention defensively from Wilson. She's been fantastic tonight. MVP caliber performance from the defender, Alexis Wilson. Here's Tiana Wilson. She's been good in her own right, let's be honest. Wilson gets it. She might find real estate here if she gets it through. It stays in. Backspin, excuse me. And taken by Whitby again. Woodbridge losing that battle. Wilson, that's given away to Brado in the middle of the park. Can Brado pick out Michelli? Michelli has to get on her horse here. She does. Can Michelli create magic now for Woodbridge? 81 minutes in. Michelli cuts. Michelli's going to wait to shoot. Now she's going to cross it in to Chinanovich, and the rookie can't make it clean. Touchdown. I mean, that was tough, though. The ball was flying in from Michelli. If I was Michelli, I would have just had to cut in and had a crack. She does it so well. Why not have it? She wants to be unselfish there, but she's got to be selfish if she wants to bring her team back in this cup tie. My opinion, of course. Here is Guzietti. That's why she's in the long booted delivery. But you just can't give the ball away. Into the hands of Volpe. 8 minutes to go. Whitby are so close for the first cup upset of the season. Haley Lewis, a good first touch now to Villapando. Villapando, a better touch to Lydia Brado. Brado tries to thread the needle to Naima Prentice-White. She couldn't get to it, and it's taken by Whitby the other way. Here comes Sam Russell. Russell just drive forward, but she has no one to go with her, and she gives it away. No fault to her that time. Here's Maria Poveda. Poveda to Sabrina Basante. It's out of her reach. Basante might get the deflection ball to her. Guzietti goes long. Here is Chinanovich. Can the rookie get it going? Wouldn't that be a storyline for the 16-year-old to get Woodbridge back in a cup tie in 2025? Out-of-town scores in the Women's Cup. Fulton are only up 1-0 over first-place championship side Tecumseh right now in the 80th minute. So another close battle there, but that time it is the Premier Division side up by 1. Over here in Woodbridge, it's the opposite. Headed away now from Whitby. If I were Whitby, you got to go long. You can't lose the ball at the back end. But I get it. You want to keep the ball. That ball is long. Whitby is going to be defending for the final 7 minutes here, plus added time. The problem is, can Whitby hang on defensively? Woodbridge has threats. Now it's Naima Prentice-White. Prentice-White, and that's just the ball given away. It's not good enough from the youngster. And here's Volpe, who will pick it up as Michelli has to press. Precious seconds ticks off the clock for this Whitby side. A good drop kick past the D of the half. And it's a handball. No call. Taken down by De Silva. De Silva. Nickel to Tamburo. Tamburo goes up the line. Giving it away, but back from Lewis to Spano. Sabrina Spano with a kick the other way long. Tries to find Sabrina Basante. She lets that run, then plays it long. Onside. Oh, it looked off, but I think it's on. Chinanovich here. The 16-year-old driving on the far flank. Can she create magic life for Woodbridge? Chinanovich looks to shoot. Centering. That goes off of Chinanovich into touch, but it will be kept in briefly. Then a corner kick awarded to Woodbridge. 6 minutes to go. Can the late flurry and weather be stormed by Whitby? Or can Woodbridge strike late? It wouldn't be the first time late dramatic flares happen at the Grove in the Bridge. Ida Michelli, corner kick. She's going to go short. I don't really agree with that, but it comes back to Michelli. Now she goes on. Set play is on. Nicole Mayhew shooting. Gets over top of the goal. I get why Michelli did that. Her coaches are telling her set play, set play. But if I was her, just put the ball in the box. Anything can happen. A deflection is so prime in this division. We've seen it so many times. But you got to listen to your coach, and that's a respect level that Michelli has. But if I was her, put the delivery in the penalty area. Anything can happen. Set-piece corner kicks are so crucial in the women's game. You got to play it. That goes into touch for a Whitby throw. If I was Whitby, I don't know why they're trying to play it so quickly. Let your defender take the throw. Down the line. Lewis has to make sure she doesn't get beat down that line. And she does for the time being, but then rubs her man off the ball neatly in Mayone. Here's Mayu. Fakes the long. 5 minutes to go. Can Whitby hang on here for the upset in the cup? Lydia Bravo finds Eva Villapando. Can the rookie get it going? That goes off of her. That's good defending at the touch. Tori Chia. What a match she's been playing tonight. A substitution being made. It looks like it will be the aforementioned Mayone there at the back coming off. Or at the front, I should say, for the number 38, Ava Jones.
Whitby FC substitution in the 86th minute. Entering the match number 38, Ava Jones. Exiting the match number 20, Elizabeth Mayone.
Mayone out. Jones in. Here's Lewis off of Jones. Mayu has to get that one to Lewis. Michelli, good touch pass to Villapando. Now off a boot. Now Michelli goes back to Mayu. 4 minutes to go. My God, is time ever ticking away tonight for this Woodbridge side? Can they have a late dramatic equalizer to send this match to PKs? That would be hard done by Whitby. Can the championship side hang on? Could be a big moment just in the season for Woodbridge tonight, in my opinion. I know it's early, but trust me, the season's, it's all about confidence here. That ball is sent through. Basante can't get to it. Tori Chia just clears, but clears to a player. Taken by Alessia Guzietti. Guzietti, the delivery into the hands of Volpe. A delivery that comes to no fruition for the Triple Azzurri Blue. Volpe, good ball, but you don't want to play it near Ida Michelli. I would kick it up the field. Now it is up the field, and honestly, that works as well for Whitby. Lewis, she gets a little bit of a nudge from behind. That's off of... It's absolutely brilliant. It's fantastic work from the number 5 in Sarah McLeod. It's fantastic from her. Trying to get the ball back. Naima Prentice-White gets it. Oh, to Nicole Mayu. 2 minutes approaching. Remaining in regulating time, and Nicole Mayu gets that ball, and it's to Alessia Guzietti. Keeps it in. She was put in for the long ball forward. It's there. He scores! Ida Michelli. 8th minute.
'Woodbridge Strikers goal! Scored in the 88th minute by captain number 21, Ida Michelli.
1-1. I told you it was going to be only Ida Michelli that get her team back in the game. Now, can Woodbridge go win it? That would be something. It was a good ball from Alessia Guzietti to pick out Michelli. Honestly, it was just a Whitby defender that was just sleeping. And oh my goodness, what am I seeing here? I am seeing backup goalkeeper Ashley John get warmed up for the penalties. That is almost not even fair, but it looks like she's, I guess, better at PK saving. I mean, Woodbridge had Vanessa Fiore for years, who saved PK after PK for this Woodbridge side. So now they're going with Ashley Jong. If they get the sub in time, I'm sure they will. And Sabrina Spano, who is going to be playing a whole 90 minutes, is going to get substituted, it seems to be, in penalty kicks. If it gets to it. My goodness, what a flair for the dramatic. I told you it was coming. I know what I'm talking about.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
So the goal gets recorded at the 89th minute for Ida Michelli. Imagine that. 1 minute of regulation. A ball from Alessia Guzietti finds Ida Michelli. She strikes it past the oncoming Volpe. No chance for her. She's brilliant tonight, was the goalkeeper. But it was only the one person, the one player that was going to get an equalizer, and it was Ida Michelli. But now can Woodbridge win it? Oh, my goodness. Kim Lee, the referee, says it's a foul against Vicente for pulling the defender down. You gotta love it, eh? The ups and downs of the match of football. Both players, both benches hollering. Woodbridge wants a PK. Whitby says, yeah, right, not today. You already got one and missed one. Can Woodbridge win it? Through ball in. Remember, Michaela Volpe is pretty decent at saving PKs too. Woodbridge have to make the change in the next 3 minutes. Looks like the keeper, Ashley Jong, might be going in. What a moment for her if she does. Will it play dividends for Woodbridge? Can Whitby still stun the strikers? Basante can't keep it in. Ashley Jong is sitting down again. Maybe the sub is not coming. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. Sub coming up now for Whitby. 25 in, 2 out.
Whitby FC substitution in the 92nd minute. Eggs in the match number 2, Sam Russell. Entering the match number 25, Kai Douglas.
So that's got to be a change for penalty kicks. Douglas in for Sam Russell. Can Whitby win it late? Here is Douglas. She just came on the field. Douglas threads the needle. Oh my goodness, for the winner! And it's into the hands of Sabrina Spano. Didn't have much to do with it. It was a chance for the number 38. Oh my gosh, she almost won it for Whitby. Ava Jones. My goodness gracious. Now it's a chance for Woodbridge. Shenanigans for Basante. Can Woodbridge win it? Michelli's going. Basante centering. Michelli. Oh, she missed it. Basante, Prentice White. What a save by Michaela Volpe in the 93rd minute. Mamma mia, this is madness here in the Grove. I cannot believe it. Michelli scuffed her lines, then Prentice White got rocked by Volpe. Woodbridge almost won it in the 93rd. So did Whitby. What a match this ended up being. I'll be honest, it was a little bit of a non-nail biter halfway through the second half. And now, it's a match that you don't want to miss. Tick-tock on the clock. Is this game going to penalty kicks? 1 minute to go. Lydia Brado. Brado to Basante. Back to Brado. Can Woodbridge score at the death of the cup match? Brado delivery. Prentice White. Michelli's shooting. Score. It's offside. Ida Michelli is offside and she's going irate at the assistant referee, wanting that to count. Naima Prentice White might have been onside, but Ida Michelli took the ball and the linesman says it's offside. Oh my goodness gracious. What an ending to the game. So it doesn't look like the goalie is going to get changed here. It was looking like that. I don't even know what was going in the minds of the coaches here. Clearly they knew something that I didn't, but Ashley Jung was getting ready to enter the match for Woodbridge as the goalkeeper, but Sabrina Spano is staying in. We are now past the added time. One last-ditch effort for Woodbridge to ice it here in regulation before penalty kicks. Michelli, Chinanovic, don't give a PK if you're Whitby. Chinanovic cuts back. Chinanovic goes to Guzietti. She's got a boot on her. She finds Michelli. We are now at 94 and a half. Michelli delivery for the winner, Prentice White. Shoots it off the head and wide. She wants the PK. It's not going to come. Play's got to be stopped for head contact, of course. And now, after this goal kick, it's most certainly this match is heading to penalty kicks. "95 minutes in. to this one. This game is only a matter of time. The referee, Kim Lee, should blow this done here. I don't know how the official's letting this go, to be frank with you. This should be over. Woodbridge, another chance, and now it's a free kick. So a chance for Woodbridge to win it in the 96th minute now. Could be 97 approaching. Should have been done after that goal kick, in my opinion, but Woodbridge got a chance here. Guzietti, the delivery. Oh, it's dangerous. In the penalty area, headed away by Whitby. And now the match is over and headed to kicks from the penalty spot.
The final score is Woodbridge Strikers 1, Whitby FC 1. This match in the Cup Round 2 of the L1 Ontario Women's Division will be decided from kicks from the penalty spot.
Well. Just like it was last season for this Woodbridge side, they came up against Pickering, and Pickering tied it late. It was the opposite of tonight. But it ended up in PKs, where Taya Dennehy, the University of British Columbia product, got the winning goal, but it was none else than two-time champion for Woodbridge. Now, with North Mississauga back to her roots, Vanessa Fiore stopping 3 PKs last season to propel her team to the quarterfinal. Is it Sabrina Spano's turn to follow the lead of the long-leading cap leader in Vanessa Fiore? Is it time for these young kids and the next generation of Woodbridge with some veterans to get the job done in PKs? Or can Whitby come in the Grove at the bridge and stun the Strikers in penalty kicks? It will be an interesting finish. You don't really want matches to finish in PKs, but at the end of the day, a cup tie has to be decided. And it's going to be decided in penalty kicks for the second year in a row here in the bridge. Who will the kick takers be? And which end of the pitch will it be? Last year, it was the near side, where you see on the broadcast in the scoreboard. This season, let's see where it will be. So, exciting here. It will be the same side as last year. It will be Michaela Volpe for Whitby against youngster Sabrina Spano of Woodbridge. Oh, would the Strikers want their veteran keepers now, but can Spano change the script and prove people wrong? Can Whitby strike first and get the scoring started in penalty kicks? It looks like it will be the number 9, Alicia Tamburo, who will start the penalty shootout. Tamburo on Spano. Penalty kicks to decide round 2 of the L1 Ontario Women's Cup, and a date in the quarterfinal against the Simcoe County Rovers. Whitby championship side versus Woodbridge Premier Division side. What a valiant effort, no matter the result for Whitby, but they want it now. Can they get it? Penalty kick number 1 for Whitby FC. Tamburo against Spano. Whistle goes from Kim Lee. Tamburo scores! Right up the middle, up high, power. Spano dives to her left, no chance. And it's 1-0 Whitby in penalty kicks. Now it's the 16-year-old Maya Chinanovic. Can the number 14 strike? She looks confident stepping up to the penalty spot. But can Michaela Volpe, who's been terrific all night, continue to be terrific in the penalty shootout? Here is Chinanovic to equalize the shootout for Woodbridge. Saved! It's saved! It's telegraphed! It's Michaela Volpe's evening! 1-0 after round one for Whitby FC. Bright future for the 16-year-old, but it's the veteran in Volpe who is looking to save the day for Whitby FC. 1-0 at the end of round one. Is it Sabrina Spano's turn to create magic? It's the captain, Tori Chia, looking for a 2-0 lead in penalty kicks. Whistle goes. Chia shooting, scores. Tori Chia right into the back of the net. Spano guessing and wondering, what can she do? Volpe thinking the same thing. Can she get another stop? If she stops this, Whitby are truly in the driver's seat and, in my opinion, should win it. Sabrina Basante needs to score for Woodbridge from the penalty spot. Basante off the post. She misses. It's abysmal from Woodbridge, and it's exuberation from Whitby. They're up 2-0 after round two. My goodness gracious. What am I witnessing tonight? If this goes in, they just need one more miss, does Whitby, and they are through to the next round. Woodbridge stunned. Whitby, what a match. Michelli giving Woodbridge hope. Can Spano give Woodbridge more hope now? It is the number 10, Alyssa Nickel, for number 3, and it's easy. It's perfectly placed. She didn't telegraph it until the end. Spano dives into oblivion, and Whitby might be cheering in oblivion shortly. It's Ava Villapando. Can the youngster, the 17-year-old, keep Woodbridge alive? 3-0 in PKs. Villapando shooting, scoring. Woodbridge breathe a minor sigh of relief, and it's Villapando scoring in the penalty kicks. So now it's 3-1 after 3 rounds. And it is the substitute that came on just for PKs. We see this happen, and we see this not work out for teams. When you're pulled off the bench, can the substitute, Kai Douglas, say, that's okay, I'll slot it in? That's what she was brought on for, to make it 4-1 and to, I think, win the game. Douglas to put Whitby in the second round, scores! And I believe it's almost over. Or is it? I think Whitby just won the game. Kim Lee has to check her notepad. And it is game over. Drama to the final whistle. 4-1 on PKs. Michaela Volpe, the hero, and Whitby knockout long-standing Woodbridge in the cup in round 2. Mamma mia, what a result for Whitby. You got to give them credit. And they have a date in the quarterfinal against the Simcoe County Rovers. Woodbridge Cup ends in their first match in the second round.
And the final score is Woodbridge 1, Whitby 1. Whitby FC win the match on PKs 4-1. They have moved on to the quarterfinal. We'll be back on the air and live here for a 5 p.m. kickoff Sunday, May 18th, this Sunday, 5 p.m. Alliance Woodbridge Women, and then 8 p.m. Men and St. Catharines Roma Wolves. We appreciate you coming tonight. Drive safe, everyone. Until next time, I'm Nicholas Fiore. Good night and ciao.